And then let's move the pelvis or move the weight on the pelvis, right? So we're gonna tip towards an anterior tilt. I'm shifting more weight towards my tailbone, sitting bones. And then up, rolling up the length of the sacrum towards the top of the sacrum. Waist gets heavy on the floor. I'm just posteriorly tilting the pelvis. And then anteriorly, right, letting the waist lift, the weight start to roll down towards sitting bones and tailbone. And again, posterior tilt, laying the top of the sacrum down, the waist down. And just feel the sitting bones get light. Maybe the feet get a little heavy. One more time, rolling or rocking both sitting bones, tailbone to the floor. And then rolling back up, posterior tilt. Keep the waist heavy. I'm going to peel the heels off the floor. Keep the waist heavy. Peel the toes off the floor. Knees towards the chest. And again, toes come down. Good. Keeping the waist heavy as I land the heels down and then let the weight shift towards the sitting bones. And rolling up the sacrum, waist heavy, heels get light, toes get light, knees come to the chest. All right, so I'm really curling the tailbone towards the pubis. And I'm going to keep that as the toes come to the floor. Keep the thought of it as the heels come down and then roll. Let it roll towards an anterior tilt and then posterior tilt. Tailbone curls, waist gets heavy, heels lift, toes lift. Good, and then I'm just gonna keep the feet off the floor and lift the heels towards the ceiling, right? Knees are still bent. And I'm just gonna play with pulling the knees towards the chest as I curl, and then maybe just touch toe tips to the floor. So I don't lose the posterior tilt, but I'm just gently, right, increasing the curl as the knees come towards the chest, right, lifting most of the sacrum off the floor, right, as eventually I'm going to swing the legs up and over towards Halasana. I'm just preparing the spine, just waking up the lower spine and the belly. Good. And then both feet come to the floor. Okay, so then I'm actually going to rock myself up to sit, roll myself up, same shape. Okay, so let the knees straighten or the legs straighten a little bit more so knees are closer to the floor. I'm going to start in my neutral spine. I'm up on the center of my sitting bones, arms reach forward. Just do a couple of these, right? So posterior tilt again, just a different angle. Rolling, tailbone forward, top of the sacrum back, waist down, and then slowly come up. You can use your hands on the backs of the legs if you need to, and come up to sit. And again, curl, tailbone forward. And feel, segmentally roll the sacrum back, center of the sacrum, top of the sacrum, lumbar spine. And try to do that as you come up, a little harder to get that clear, especially at the top of the sacrum. Last time, rolling down and rolling up. Okay, and then I'm going to lift my feet off the floor. Right, so I'm balanced, kind of Ardha Navasana. And the same thing, I'm going to roll down, but now my legs are up. I'm going to roll down and roll up. You can use your hands. And once I'm up, I'm just going to turn, maybe tap my left elbow to my right inner leg and center. And then roll down again.